Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. Hope all of you are doing good. Today we are going to discuss a very interesting SQL problem asked in many of the interviews. If you have some problems that you want me to put on my YouTube channel, you can send those problems to my email in the description. Okay. If the problem is good enough to put that on the YouTube channel, I'll create a video and put the solution. Okay. And I'll try to put them as soon as possible. So let's understand this problem. Okay. What I'll do, I'll put the insert and create statements in the description box. Before checking out my solution, I'll encourage you all to try yourself first, and later you can check out the solution. Correct? So let's understand this problem. So we are given a subscription table, okay, which consists of subscription start and end date for each user. Correct? If you look at the input and output, you will understand. So this is user on like users data and the start and end date of that subscription. Okay, what they're expecting, what we want is we need to write a query that returns true or false for each user. Correct? Based on the overlapping of dates with other users. Okay, what they are saying is, for instance, user on start and end date are overlapping with the user to start and end date. How I can say? The period of user on subscription is Jan 1st to Jan 31st, correct? But user to start date itself on 16th of Jan and the end date is 26th, correct? So these two overlap with each other, correct? For those users, overlap should come as true. Okay. For the one who is not overlapping, like for the user subscription period is not overlapping with any other users, then it should come as false. Correct. So this is what they're expecting. Let's jump into SQL and start writing our query. Before that, let's write down the steps what we want. First is we want user details. Correct. Of any particular user, if you are writing a query, like say U1, we want that user's data, right? So that is first step. Second one is we need to compare that with the other users' details, right? Compare users detail with other users. Correct. This is what we want in the second step. Correct. Let's jump in. Let's start writing query. Select. Start from table. Which table? Subscription table. And just copy this. So before that, I'll just help you see this table. So this is the table I have created. I'll anyhow put these statements like insert statements in the description. You can try yourself. Okay. So the query here is so select start from subscription. So this one I need to join with the other other users, right? So I have to do the left join. So why left join? They are expecting only the unique users, correct? So I just want left join. Okay, left join with the same table. Okay, so here why same table? I have to compare this user one data with the other users, correct? So anyhow I need to join that with the other users, correct? That I will get from the left join. So on what condition? Condition here is user from table 1 is not equal to the users from the table 2, correct? So that means I am comparing s1 dot user id is not equal to s2 dot user id, correct? That is my first condition. Second here is, so how I am comparing the if they are overlapping with the other period or not. So that means the condition here is the start date. Okay, the start date of that particular user is less than the end date of any other user. Okay, and end date of that particular user is greater than the any other. Okay, so irrespective of the user, we are comparing, right? So if that end date is greater than the start date, so that comes that we can consider as it is overlapping. That period is overlapping, correct? So what I'm saying here is s1 dot Okay, for which user we are fetching the data. Start date is less than or equal to the s2 dot end date. Correct? End date of second user, any other user. Correct? And the s1 user end date should be greater than or equal to the s2 dot start date. Correct? So this is what we meant as overlapping. Correct? So this one, this start date is less than this date. Okay, this end date is greater than this date. So that means this is overlapping, and again vice versa, this is also overlapping with that user. Correct? So let's execute and we'll see what we'll get. Okay. So if you look at the output, so if you consider U1 is overlapping U2, U2 is overlapping U1, U3 is overlapping U1, and U1 is overlapping U3. So U4 is not overlapping with any other user. That's why user 2 is coming as null. Correct? This is user this is from table 1 output. This is from table 2 output. Correct? So here, like for our output, what we are expecting, we need to write a case statement here. One is to get the user ID from the table 1. That means use s1 dot user ID, comma. We need to write a case statement where user 2 user details from the s2. Okay, is whenever it is not null, that means it is overlapping. Correct? If it is not null, it is overlapping. So you need to write a case statement case when s2 dot user ID is not null, then true. So we are calling that as true overlapping true, right? Else false. If it is null, it should come as false, that it is not overlapping with them. And this as overlap. Correct? Let's execute and we'll see what we'll get. Then okay. So these are two like the same output, right? So you can call it as distinct from select query. So we'll get this one. So this is what they're expecting, and you can order by user s1 dot user ID. We'll get this. Correct? So this is what they're expecting, and we have met it. So thank you guys. If you like the video and if you like the solution, you can hit the like and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.